What's going on, Retro Maniacs? This is Joe Day from Mike's Retro Trading Cards, coming at you with a brand new video. And today, it should be a short one, hopefully a sweet one. We have a very small one card PSA reveal. And if you couldn't tell by the background, this is a Drew Brees card. It is a 2001 Bowman Chrome Drew Brees card. This is a crack out. It was a BGS 9. I got it for a relatively good price on eBay a few months ago. And I just kept looking at it on my display shelf. And the more I looked at it, the more I thought, boy, this really has PSA 10 potential. Very well centered card, clean edges, what I thought was a very clean surface. I went back and forth on whether or not to crack it, and it was one of those, if I don't do it, I'm going to regret not doing it. If it comes back at 10, awesome, I'm going to sell it and then just buy another one for my PC, a lower graded one for my PC. If it comes back a 9 or less, I'm going to keep it. It's a PC card anyway, so I decided, what the hell, I'm going to crack it. Cracked it safely. The video is posted. Nerve-wracking video. Not as nerve-wracking as cracking a Tom Brady Bowman Chrome rookie card, but it was nerve-wracking enough. So we cracked it and sent it off to PSA. We sent this just the regular Express, which was the $200 level, and I want to say from the point that they received it until the point that I got it in the mail, I've actually had it in my home for a couple of days. I was out of town. I want to say it was less than 2 weeks. Very quick turnaround. I've noticed that if you send cards at the Express level, if you send a single card at the Express level, the turnaround is really, really quick. I sent a single card Super Express when I did the Brady, and that came back through almost like the walkthrough level. So this Express level came through almost like it went Super Express. I did not look at the grade, but I will tell you it is probably not a 10, and I'm going to blame Mike for spoiling that. I did not. Apparently, if you have a card that far exceeds the value of what you paid for, PSA actually reaches out to you and gets the okay to run that transaction. I didn't know that. I assumed they just did it since they have your credit card information. Apparently that's not the case. So what we have is a 9 or less. I did notice when I cracked it open, and I went through and looked at older pictures of the card as well, like really looked at it at different angles. I did notice that there was a print line, unfortunately, on the card. So I think the high water mark on this is a 9, and I could see it dropping all the way down to a 7, unfortunately, depending on how hard they cracked down on that print line. Again, for me, unless it came back at 10, it was going to stay in my PC anyway. So I'm only really out the grading fee and the potential loss in value. But I'm not overly concerned about that. As I said, it's staying on my display shelf anyway. I got a old steak knife. Mike bought us these really nice mats. We have t-shirts, but we need to get box cutters. I'm gonna have to let him know that we need box cutters for any of our rips and any of our reveals like this. And if this takes too long, I'm sure Mike can edit the video for me so that people aren't sitting here for 10 minutes watching me use a fairly dull steak knife to try and crack open a box. What? Whew. All right, there we go. The box is open. Mangled all to hell, but we have it open. And okay. All right. right, here we go. So this is a numbered out of 1999. Kind of cracks me up that that it was a 2001 set, and the cards, the rookies, were numbered to 1999 instead of 2001. But this is Brees as a San Diego Charger. Was a top 5 pick in the second round, I believe. So I don't know if we should. This first card I pulled, I swear this was not intentional, but it is a cheerleader card from a Topps Chrome set, and I believe 09, that I have up on eBay. So anyway, all right. So here we go. This right here must have been something in the slab, because that was not on the card when I had sent it in. But you can see there is a print line. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There, right here, you can kind of see a print line. But man, that is a beautiful card. Centering looks really nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to say about it. I mean, it is a really, really nice looking card. And yeah, I don't know what, if that's in the case or what, that little white smudge there, because I was definitely not on the card. All right, let's see what we got here. I mean, that's the risk, right? That's the risk when you crack one that already has a grade to it. Came back an 8. I'm really wondering though if that's in the case, or if that is, you see that right there? If that's a piece of the case touching the card, or a smudge or something, because if you go back and look, I definitely did not submit a card with that mark on it. That's upsetting. You know, there is a risk to it. It's no different than, you know, cracking open a box of cards. As soon as you crack it open, you know, there's a risk that you're not going to get the value back that you would put into it. But yeah, that's a shame. It's a really nice card. I really hope that was not something that they did and they counted that against me, because the only thing that I noticed here is this print line. That was definitely not. I'm going to go back and double check in the pictures, but that was definitely not there on the card. So we'll have to check that out. Yeah, it stinks. It came back an 8 instead of a 9. I was kind of preparing myself for it once I did see that print line, but it's still a beautiful card. It looks great in the PSA slab. But I'm probably going to take a picture of that and then send in a picture, because I did, like I said, I cracked the card in the video and took some pictures and video of it with the in a penny sleeve and a card saver, and it did not have that smudge there. I really don't know if it's the case or not. If you follow Mike on Twitter, if you follow Mike's Retro Trading Cards on Twitter, you'll see that Mike had a PSA return, and he had a Kobe Bryant rookie card that had a big gash. Came back graded a PSA 8, but it looked like it must have gotten damaged during the sealing period or something, because there was a big almost like the back corner rolled up on it. You know, you're paying so much money and you're waiting so long to get these cards back. You expect to get them back in pristine condition, or at least in the condition you sent them in. And I don't know what that is. I'm going to take a closer look at it, but it really looks like it's on the card at this point. I don't know. So we'll see. Well, there it is. Disappointing grade. I'm guessing it, you know, if that is actually somehow got on the card, you know, before it was graded, and they looked at it, and it looks like a surface issue, I can understand why they would drop it down to an 8. You know, I was kind of worried about this print line causing that, but now looking at it, I think it's the smudge might have, whatever this is, might have caused that. So I guess, you know, maybe mention in the comments if you've had any issues with cards coming back from PSA not looking like they should, and if you've had any success reaching out to them. But I'm probably going to take a picture of this and then send a picture of the card in the penny sleeve and the card saver that I had originally sent, and see what they say about it. But yeah, if that's the reason it got an 8 instead of a 9, that's a pretty big deal, because that's definitely not how I had sent that card in. Disappointing for sure, but hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and maybe we'll see if we hear something back from PSA. But I'm going to take a closer look at this when we stop the video and see if I can tell if it's something on the card, or if it is something maybe just the case and the way it looks. It kind of looks like part of the card, but we'll see. All right. Thanks again for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.